Let's think of F1 for a second. Fast cars, iconic races, shiny trophies, but spice it up with the drama and rivalries, and it's no less than a soap opera, just on wheels. So, who are the heroes fans love to worship and the villains they hate? Buckle up, because today we're going to rank some of your favorite F1 drivers. Fair warning, this list is going to trigger some of you straight to the comments below. Starting at the bottom, we have the drivers fans still can't stop roasting. At number 10, Nikita Mazepin. Most of you probably saw this coming. I mean, how could we skip the guy who turned spinning out into a personal brand? Fans even nicknamed him Maze Spin because of the kind of control he had over his car. Known for first-lap chaos, surprise collisions, and memes that nearly broke the internet, he sure earned his spot on this list. Fans often pointed out that he didn't earn his seat on a skill basis, but more because of his dad's money. This easily made him one of the least liked guys. He spun, he crashed, he did all sorts of crazy stuff that had us laughing, cringing, and yelling at the screen all at the same time. Number 9. Adrian Sutil. Adrian Sutil wasn't always in the spotlight, but trust me, he had his fair share of drama. On track, he was solid, could deliver strong performances, but consistency? Not always his best trait. Fans still talk about the 2009 Hungarian Grand Prix, where he collided with Jenson Button on a rainy track. Was it a genuine mistake from his side, or just bad luck? The debate continues. Off track, things were even more complicated for him. After the 2011 Chinese GP, Sutil got into a nightclub fight with a team executive and ended up injuring him. He got suspended and fined, adding to that troublemaker reputation. Talented? Absolutely, but his actions earned him many haters along the way. Number 8. Jos Verstappen. Jos Verstappen was a 90s F1 driver. On track, he had skill, sure, but wins and podiums weren't exactly his thing. Off track, though, he was known to be one of the most intense and slightly scary F1 dads. Stories about him pushing young Max are everywhere on the internet. Long karting sessions, strict fitness routines, and constant pressure to be the best on the track were his ways of parenting. Some fans say that tough love is exactly why Max became the racing beast he is today. Others think Jos crossed a line, earning a reputation that still makes him quite intimidating. Either way, his name comes up more in F1 gossip and debates rather than in performance highlights. Number 7. Lance Stroll. Let's talk about the classic F1 debate: pay drivers. Lance Stroll is actually pretty talented. He's scored podiums, even grabbed a pole position, but fans are not ignoring the obvious. His dad, Lawrence Stroll, is a billionaire who literally bought an F1 team. That shadow has been following him since day one. To some fans, he's just the rich kid living a dream money bought him, and every mistake he makes immediately gets roasted online. But others argue that he's underrated. The thing is, in F1, perception is everything. And unfortunately, Lance is widely hated for his privilege, regardless of how well he drives. There's never any in-between opinion about this guy. Either fans hate him or love him. Number 6. Romain Grosjean. Romain's story is a play of time. These days, people cheer for him, especially after his insane, fiery crash at the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix, where his car split in two, and he walked away almost untouched. Add to that his impressive rebound in IndyCar, and he's earned the survivor tag. But if we go back a decade, Grosjean got nicknamed the first lap nutcase because of his crashing at the start of races. He caused a huge pileup at the start of a 2012 race, for which he got suspended for a whole weekend. Yet over time, Grosjean's story flipped. From villain to being a fan favorite, he surely is a fascinating driver to watch. Now let's switch gears. Number 5. Max Verstappen is one of those drivers you simply can't ignore. Loved by some, hated by others, and that's exactly why he lands at number 5. This guy is insanely talented, aggressive, and fearless behind the wheel, and has millions of fans worshiping his skill and determination. But let's be real, Max's aggressive driving sometimes backfires. Rival drivers definitely see him as a headache, thanks to crashes and his wild on-track battles. People love to roast him for his fiery temper and last-minute moves, but his fans always defend him, saying it's pure genius. Max is probably the most controversial talent in F1. Some praise him, saying he's a racing legend, while others see him as a reckless daredevil. Either way, he's definitely unstoppable. Number 4. Fernando Alonso, two-time world champ, and the man behind El Plan. He's the guy who can take a midfield car and somehow give stellar performances. Remember Qatar 2021 when he raced the Alpine onto a podium or his shock pole position in Hungary back in the Renault days. But with Fernando, it's about the speed and the drama. Remember the GP2 engine meltdown at McLaren Honda? Legendary. Or when he sarcastically called Ferrari's strategy amazing. Fans love him for his fight and his savage comments and the dedication he shows lap after lap. Every race with Alonso leaves fans on the edge of their seats. He always guarantees pure adrenaline on and off the track, and the fans love him for it. Number 3. Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel is the guy who literally brings sunshine wherever he goes. Always smiling, always joking. It's impossible not to like him. Remember that iconic overtake on Verstappen at the 2014 Hungarian GP? Or his legendary shoey in Monaco 2018 that had everyone laughing and celebrating along with him? Daniel has this way of making his fans feel included in his journey. Even at McLaren, a tough time in his career, fans stuck by him every step of the way. He is proof that you don't need to win every single weekend to be a star, and even beyond the track. His warmth and humor make F1 feel fun again. That's exactly what makes Daniel a fan favorite. Number 2. Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel's story is basically the ultimate redemption arc. Early on, he was the villain. Fans booed him, said he was arrogant, even questioned his talent despite winning 4 consecutive Red Bull titles. But then Seb changed. He became calm and composed on the grid, which later won him many hearts. Off the track, he started using his platform for the bigger stuff: climate change, equality, justice. He showed the fans that he cared about more than just racing. He would also help younger drivers, guiding and cheering them on. By the time he retired, those boos had turned into standing ovations. Vettel proved greatness is about growth, heart, and character, and he had all 3. And at number 1, the king himself, Sir Lewis Hamilton. 7 championships, dozens of records, a career of dominance. He redefined what it means to be an F1 star. But Lewis is so much more than just a driver. He's a phenomenon. He brought fashion, music, and activism into the sport, giving it a new level of meaning and purpose. As the first black driver in F1, he broke barriers and used the platform to fight for diversity and equality. His influence was worldwide. Sure, he's got haters. Every GOAT does. But his impact? Absolutely untouchable. Hamilton is more than a racer. He's a true legend. He inspires millions beyond the racetrack with his courage and style, which is exactly why he sits at the top of this list, and honestly, he owns it. So, who gets your vote as the fan favorite and villain? Tell us in the comments below. If you had fun watching this video, give us a like, share it with your fellow F1 fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the world of Formula One.